So today's the day. I'm finally going to cut into these and figure out what my next step is going to be as far as getting these converted to LEDs. So we'll start cutting it. I kind of have a plan of what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out as we go, I think. So I think I figured out how I want to go about cutting this out. I've got this black line traced on here that goes all the way around it. I'll have to cut this side on this part, but I have to take it to where this plastic, I don't know if you can see it very well, there you go, this plastic right here that comes around this corner is molded between this clear lens and then the gray back here. So it's actually got, so that's what's keeping it held up. It's got a little bit of a gap right there. You can see it's right in the middle that's holding it up. So I'll cut around, I'll cut on the inside of the lens, I think, and then work my way out slowly, or maybe just try to cut it out. I'm gonna have a problem because I want to take these ribs out. There's ribs in there. So I want to take those out, so I have to sand them out, I think. So I'm not gonna like this ridge being on the outside when I'm trying to sand it all smooth, because then I might have to get in between those pieces and try to sand. So we'll see. I want to get it apart first before I make that decision, but we'll just cut it, get this part off of it, and try to get this clear lens by itself away from this big bulky thing. So let's get to it. There we go, got the first cut in there. You can see through to the other side now. You got to be very careful because I don't want to go too deep. I don't have very much room for that blade to go in, so I don't want to scratch this clear side at all. So go real slow, get a nice cut in there, and then work our way around. You want to go slow too, because I don't have diamond bits. Will actually cut it a little bit better and stay cooler. I just have the standard Dremel bits, but they'll cause it to clump up and actually stick. So you want to go, slow down, let that cool down a little bit, and then the next pass you can knock most of that off, and then just go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper until you get all the way through. And you be careful, because when it goes through, you won't have any resistance and it'll just drop through. So you just gotta hold it steady and finish your cut. These are the chunks I'm talking about. You can get them kind of knocked off, but as I'm working coming this way, the blade's spinning and it's kicking it back this way, so it's leaving all that burnt plastic up here. But it's real easy. You can just knock most of it off with your fingers if you need to, and it comes right off. So there's a line cut with all the stuff still on it. You can just break it right off when it cools down. There you go. It's mostly broken off. I'll get most of the other stuff later, but there we go. We can feel it. I got a spot that's stuck right here, it feels like. That one's coming undone. I got this corner to get out too, so we only got a couple more places to get. So this is the Dremel bit that I've been using. They're super thin, and they're really nice because they'll make such a small cut, but they're so brittle that if you just set it down wrong, they break so easy. So I've already gone through 3 on one taillight because I keep setting the bit down wrong, or the Dremel down wrong. So got another one finally on here, and we'll get back to it. If you're having some areas that are really hard to get unstuck, or like they're keeps molding back together on this part right here for me, I have a piece right here. I just grabbed a small screwdriver. See if I can get this one to pop. There it goes. You can just pop it right out. So I've got most of it open already. We just got this last side to get to. There we go. Hopefully I got all the way through. This side was actually more of a pain than I thought it was going to be. It had this shield on here that I had to work around, and I was going vertically against this crease right here. So I think I got it enough to where we can pop it out. Look at that. There's our 2 pieces. This is the piece I need. So this shows you that ridge that the 2 are connected to. There's this ridge right here that's plastic welded to that gray part, and that gray part sits on top of it. So there we go. That's actually not as ribbed as I thought it was, so that might not be too big of a deal. I'll probably have to take all this gray off of it and figure out what to do with it. I managed to make it out. I don't know if this crack was here already or not, but if I caused that, that's something I could live with. There's a whole lot of stuff that could have went wrong with it that actually didn't. So very thankful that didn't break. Here's the other inside of that piece. So this is actually just flat right here. So you can see it's flat, and then this is where the on this one it's reverse light. The reverse light goes in here. That was a pain to take off, but we got it. Kind of cut into the chrome here. Oh well. Good thing that's not going back in. So I'll make a new piece for it. This back piece, probably paint it black. I'll have to take these bolts out of it. We'll see if I need to. I'll probably have to mold it with fiberglass while it's in the car, my first layer, and then my second layer I'll probably drill these through, and then fiberglass another layer over top of that, so that will hold these in secure exactly where I need them. So yeah, I'm super stoked that finally came off. I got one of them done. Now I got to get the rest of them done, and hopefully this will turn out pretty good. So I want to thank you guys all for watching today's video. I'm going to finish up the other 4. It was kind of tedious, and it's going to be the same thing. Just cut and cut and cut and break bits left and right and deal with it that way. So thank you guys all for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of today's video. Was it cool? Was it not? Are you into it? You ready for more of this series? This is going to be a series, so it's going to be going on for a while. Like I said, this is the first step to actually moving on in the process. I'm still waiting for my LEDs to come in. Those are hot shards on me. I'm still waiting for the LEDs to come in. I got most of the other parts already hanging out over here. My resistors, and I got a breadboard to test, my timer, and my counter. So those are already there. I'll mock it up one of these days when the LEDs actually come in and give you kind of an idea of what I'm thinking of. So, all right. Take care, guys. Bye.